With just about a half season behind us, the rankings are clearer than ever, Greg. You feel confident starting to make some playoff predictions?
Oh, Kevin, it's way too early for that. Injuries, other roster shakeups. There's just still so much that could happen and totally reshape those rankings.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Siakam is out there with Jakob Poeltl. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the shooting guard. That one good for 2.
And this is what Paul is known for. He is a shrewd distributor with a pass-first mentality.
Anunoby passes to VanVleet. Those three-pointers off the mark. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for Phoenix. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching, having your players focused.
Offensive rebound, Poeltl, and the dunk by Poeltl.
And Poeltl has a stick-with-it mentality on the offensive glass, just throwing himself against the boards.
Now here's Paul. His last outing, he had 8 points. He kicks it to Booker. Pass to Chase. 5 on the clock. Ayton trying to break free. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
That's good from Chase. In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They have been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
From deep. And it's VanVleet with the rebound. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. On the wing, Anunoby. That falls. Great assist by VanVleet.
And great find by VanVleet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals, guarded by Porter. Chase the pass to KD. Drops in the layup for 2.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. VanVleet against Paul. Now, here's Siakam. He's guarded closely. Can't hit the step-back jump shot.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
To the inside, and Ayton throws it down.
And the impressive reach of Ayton. Lob it up his way, and he'll take care of the rest.
VanVleet passes to Anunoby. Siakam left side. And here's VanVleet from the arc. The offensive rebound. Nice shot by Poeltl.
Astonishing body control by Poeltl. Just taking the hit head on and finishing through it all.
Takes it inside, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Porter. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
I caught up with Coach Nick Nurse. He said they know the challenge going up against this team that can score so many points in a hurry. He said we cannot try to match these guys basket for basket and get away from our defense. Because if we slack off these shooters even a little bit, then they really go off. We'll see if they can find that balance tonight and even this season series. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, sounds like they're very concerned about preventing an early run by their opponent.
No doubt. You don't want to play catch-up if you can avoid it. They're going to lean on their defense to try to keep this game in check.
Yeah, I think they might want to play at a slower pace and try and avoid a track meet.
And here's Porter after the three-pointer from Chase. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Chase the pass to KD. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside Porter. Here's Van Vliet. Shot to stop the run, and that one clearly a foul. Hits the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
I'm just so impressed with Siakam's offensive improvement over the years. I mean, he's mastering the ability to play in attack mode.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Suns. And that one misses.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
Good on the second free throw. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. This game, an incredible scoring display for him. Durant trying to break free. Ayton. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here's Anunoby. He had 13 points in the win against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And how about the vision he displayed? Great job getting others involved and piling up the assists.
Booker with no one around. Here's Ayton. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Suns here with a different look. Warren's checked in for Durant. Okogie comes in for Mr. Fundamentals. Ross, he's checked in for Devin Booker. And it's Payne in for Paul. Raptors also changing it up. Achua, he's checked in for Porter. Young comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Trent subbed in for Porter. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next step, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
The free throw drops for Trent. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Trent hits them both.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
Here's Okogie. Payne finds Warren. Over Young. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
and you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
Pass to Okogie. Now Ross. Here's Payne. Another three for Phoenix.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Anunoby. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Here's Trent. Down by 15. A dunk by Achua.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Passes it to Ross. Here's the... Here's Siakam. He picked up 24 points in their last win against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Mr. Fundamentals is out there with Durant, and it's Landale in at the 5 spot. He's out there for Phoenix.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Now here's Van Vliet. They grab their own miss. Here's Pirtle. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And major props to Pirtle from getting big under the basket, ripping away the rebound with absolute ferocity. And you look at Jakob Pirtle, great touch and presence inside the paint. Can get you with a move or just power his way to the hoop.
And Greg Pirtle has so many options to score inside.
And that's why he's such an efficient scorer, Kevin. Very composed at the rim. Doesn't need a lot of time to get his shot off inside.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hi, guys. Mr. Fundamentals in their last game against the Spurs was all business. He finished with 49 points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of three-pointers. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Now, Pirtle, after the missed three from Chase, here's Van Vliet. Here's Pirtle, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Pirtle's got 5 points now this quarter. Suns leading by 5. To the middle, here's Paul. Caption coming off the assist from KD.
Look, you gotta appreciate the cleverness of Paul. Skilled at fending off defenders and finding ways to score all the way through contact.
Trent outside. Offline with his three.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Paul passes to Chase. From downtown, bangs home the trifecta. And now a 10-point Suns lead.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Pass to Porter. Rejected by Chase. Shoots. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Mr. Fundamentals got 15. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
pass to Paul. Here's Mr. Fundamentals, guarded by Porter. Kicks it out to Paul. 6 to shoot. Here's Chase. Another 3 for Phoenix.
He got a 3 to fall in the first, and now his second in this quarter. Not a trend the defense wants to see.
Toronto calls timeout. In your younger days, RJ, you had seasons where you averaged over 22 points a game. Some players later in their careers struggle accepting smaller roles, different roles. As a player, talk about that challenge.
Self-confidence is a weird one. Sometimes it can work great for you, and sometimes it can work against you. For me personally, as I got older, I loved finding the challenge. And the challenge was, how could I star in my role? Was it as a 10-point-a-game scorer? Was it as a 20-point-a-game scorer? Or was it as a 5-point-a-game scorer? Because ultimately, you have a chance to have an impact on the game. And I love basketball, so I was going to take any role you were going to give me.
What a great answer. So in other words, you've always got to evolve.
You always get to evolve, and it's always going to be adapt or die, especially as you get older. You have to adapt or your career's going to end. I would have never played 17 years if I didn't adapt.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
For Phoenix, they have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this one.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
One shot.
And free throw good from Chase.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Now here's Van Vliet. His last outing, he had 8 points. Trent outside, ripped away. And here's the break. Lobbed up there for Booker. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise. And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Trent. The putback, Siakam on the phone.
And watch Siakam just spring up for those offensive boards. Athletic ability gets him to the ball so fast.
Paul passes to Chase. Here's Landale. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Landale's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Now Van Vliet. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Here's Pirtle. He can't get that one. And Phoenix will come the other way. Last time they met was in Toronto, where they beat the Raptors.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Yeah, the reserves add another dimension to their offense, and the opposition had no answers on how to slow them down.
Ayton, he's checked in for the Suns. And the Raptors also making a change. Anunoby, he's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Trent passes to Porter. From past the arc. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And there comes a point when, for the team's sake, you might want to move it. He's hurting him with all of these misses.
Now Trent, after the missed 3 from Chase. Looking for Ayton, he gets it in there. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 7 rebounds in the game. Anunoby passes to Siakam. Here's Porter. The teardrop falls in.
He's obviously hit a bit of a dry spell here. Only 1 of 5 this quarter.
Paul passes to Chase. And the layup's good off the glass. Mr. Fundamentals got 25 points in the game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Inside. The shot's good from Paul.
So clever and decisive in transition. Paul is fantastic at keeping defenders guessing and off balance.
And the Raptors call time here. Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the 2-time MVP. They won 73 wins that year. So for me, that was the most special comeback because we played in the greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this. When you have a group of guys that stay together when you're down 3-1, it's because you believe in each other and we believed in ourselves.
And the Suns here with a different look. Warren's checked in for Durant. Okogie comes in for Mr. Fundamentals. Lee's checked in for Booker. And it's Payne in for Paul. And then for Toronto, Achua, Trent. So it's Phoenix leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back to the action in just a minute. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Mr. Fundamentals in this game, he's been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
So the Raptors 5 right now. We've got Fred VanVleet. Siakam is out there with Otto Porter Jr. Then there's Poeltl, and it's Anunoby in a 2-guard. And the rejection by Ayton. Nice shot by Poeltl.
When Poeltl gets the rock deep inside, the D is toast. Can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, and we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. And here's VanVleet from the arc. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
And there's the foul. It's on Mr. Fundamentals. It's his 3rd foul of the game. VanVleet kicks to Porter. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Anunoby. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Anunoby's got 5 now.
The awareness, something people don't always talk enough about with Porter. That's a great find there.
Over a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of action. Here's Chase. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And This is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Van Vliet passes to Porter. Anunoby with it. Over Booker.
I'll tell you what, Ayton is a very good defender. Moves his feet well and has the length to alter shots.
And KD's got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Van Vliet finds Poeltl. That's his sixth field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And when Poeltl gets into a groove, he demands the ball. He's incredibly dangerous when he has the hot hand.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals, guarded by Porter. Ayton in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He has 29. Hands it from downtown.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Toronto, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. And there's the foul. It's on Mr. Fundamentals. That will be foul number 5 on him. And the Suns making a change here. Landale's checked in. Siakam, the bounce pass. Anunoby against Booker. Down low. Here's Siakam. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Siakam hits them both. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Chase and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time Booker showing us his vision.
Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. Now here's Porter, fended by Chase. Here's Van Vliet. It doesn't go for him. Paul with the defensive effort.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
And so it's the Suns winning easily here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to...